let me talk about Mali Mali, and again we do merchandising. But the interesting thing is that it's not a new thing. Merchandising in art is not new at all, and it is not new in the country. Yeah? So I'll just go back to when I started interacting with the visual arts, which was probably around 2003 here in Kenya. And I remember one of the things that I always used to miss was how can I get, without buying a painting, how can I get to interact with a painting that I love? So I would always feel like, gosh, I wish there was a card of this particular painting that I love so that I can send that card to someone. Or I would always feel like, gosh, I wish that they would actually make a t-shirt with something. So it's something that I always felt I wanted myself. It's something that I always felt was missing. But there are a few people who had tried to do merchandising. So for example, I remember once walking into a shop at the village market and finding that there were stocking cards that were done by Richard Kimathi, who is quite a well-known artist. And I remember being so excited and feeling like, gosh, this is it, finally we'll be able to have cards that are made with visual artists work on it. I'll tell you what happened with that story. And then also there was an artist called Ngene Maura who's not here anymore, but when I first got to Kuona Trust, he was kind of experimenting and playing around with the possibility of doing t-shirts. Yeah? Also Dixon Kaloki, who's currently an upcoming and maybe more established now artist, has also experimented with the possibility of doing t-shirts. Now my challenge with all of these possibilities and all of these outlets is that I found those cards once and never again. So it was one time I got them and that was it. The next time I went, sorry, we are not producing them anymore. I talked to Ngene, no, you know, ata nimeshikana na job, nimeacha kufanya stories at show. Same thing with Dixon now, he's kind of gone slow. As much as his t-shirts were really popular, it's kind of like he stopped producing them. So I think for me, one of the things that I was very clear about is that possibly for a lot of artists, it's not possible to sustain production on that level. So you're basically doing essentially almost mass production. Huh? So for a lot of artists, you can only do so much, and then you get either swallowed up into your work, or you get tired of making like 2,000 bob per t-shirt when you can make, what, 100,000 bob on a painting. So you kind of just end up not doing the merchandising. So that's where Mali comes in. So basically what we do is we collaborate and we involve artists in the process to be able to say, okay, this work of yours looks interesting. Might it be possible for us to use it on a card, on a notebook? And then we discuss like how do both of us benefit? Yeah, so the artist and Mali as a business.